Hi, good morning, students. Today we are going to start a lesson 1 from Geography, Environment. Students, first of all, we try to understand what is meant by environment. So, environment is our basic life support system. It provides the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, and the land where we live. So, in short, environment, this concept, it consists of all those requirements that the human beings fulfills from, as it is mentioned, air, water, the food, the land, and all these together. These all factors, they form the environment. Then environment is subjected to change. It undergoes changes. This natural environment is changed by human beings. So here is the question: how do human beings modify this natural environment? So the car, the fumes pollute the air, water is collected in a pot, food is served in vessel, and land is used to build the factories. So as these factors which are part and parcel of this environment, air, water, and land, so these are all used by the human beings. Then when they are being used, then they are subjected to pollute. Then human beings make a cars, construct the factories and mills, and manufactures. Then this is how beings modify the natural environment. And modification of natural environment is nothing but the change occurs in the environment. Children, environment has important three components. Now you look at this figure, components of environment. So here it is a natural components, the human made components, and the humans. So these are the three factors together, they form the environment. Then further you can say natural, then human made, and human, they together form an environment. Then students, from the above the figure we can understand the place, the people, and the things that all together surrounds the human beings, where the people they live and the living organism. So all together this earth, the planet, is being shared by not only the human beings but also by all living organisms. Therefore, now, in other words, we can understand the environment is nothing but which consists of the place, people, things, and nature that surround any living organism is called environment. It is a combination. It is a combination of natural and human made phenomena, while the natural environment refers to both biotic and abiotic conditions existing on the earth. Students, here we come across two new terms. I think you may be not familiar with the meaning of these two terms. Let me make it clear. The natural environment refers to both the point, one is a biotic, another is abiotic conditions. Means biotic means the living and abiotic means non-living. Then the natural environment comprises both the factors, living as well as non-living. The human environment reveals the activities, creation and interactions among human beings. Of course, the human environment is a very dynamic and full of activities, so which is a part and parcel of the human life, and that is the requirements of their day-to-day life that leads even for the creations, interactions among the human beings, and as a result, so that leads for the change. And now the change in the environment has become inevitable. Students, now we'll move on in detail the natural environment. Natural environment like land, water, air, plants and animals, all these together they comprises the natural environment. You are familiar with the meaning of lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere from your previous class. Students, you have already learned about these the four spheres respectively: lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. So on the basis of the previous knowledge, we go ahead here. Let us learn some more facts about these domains. So these spheres, further they are called the domains of the earth. So first of all, lithosphere. Lithosphere is the solid crust or the hard top layer of the earth. It is made up of rocks and minerals and covered by a thin layer of soil. It is an irregular surface with the various landforms such as mountains, plateaus, plains, valleys and so on. The landforms are found over the continents and also on the ocean floors. Students, lithosphere. What is the meaning of lithosphere here? It is a solid crust of the hard top layer of the earth. You know, it is made up of rocks and minerals and it is covered by a thin layer of a soil. So it is very simple. The lithosphere is the outer surface of the earth which we appear. Okay, then it could be in different forms. Students, landforms like plain, plateaus, mountains and valleys. So such type of the landforms you could see on the land and even in the water also. Lithosphere is a domain that provides us forest, grassland for grazing, land for agriculture and human settlements. It is also a source of mineral wealth. Now further we can understand little more about the lithosphere, so which is the domain then that provides us forests, grasslands for grazing the animals, land for agriculture and construction of the houses and other activities of human beings. It is also a source of mineral wealth that we get the different types of mineral resources into the different layers of the earth. So this is what we say, this paragraph is related to the importance of lithosphere. And above this first paragraph, it is all about the composition of lithosphere and what all different forms of the land comprises in the lithosphere. Okay, now students, we move on the domain of water, which is referred as the hydrosphere. Second sphere, hydrosphere, hydrosphere. This word itself, it indicates that it is the domain of water. It comprises various sources of water and different types of water bodies like lakes, seas, oceans, etc. It is essential for all living organisms. Water is the basic requirements of all living things. Of course, the water is available on earth in different forms. They are known as water bodies. For example, rivers, lakes, seas, oceans, and etc. So this is what all about the hydrosphere, second domains of the earth. Now we move on to the third domains of the earth, that is the atmosphere. The atmosphere is the thin layer of air that surrounds the earth. The gravitational force of the earth holds the atmosphere around it. It protects from the harmful rays of scorching heat of the sun. It consists of a number of gases like dust and water vapor, so on. The changes in the atmosphere produce changes in the weather and climate. So further, atmosphere, what is atmosphere and how does the atmosphere is responsible to bring out the changes in the weather and climate? Students, here in this paragraph we come across two different new terms. One is the weather and another is climate. So the changes whatever they occur in these two phenomena, they are just because of the changes produced in the atmosphere. And basically the atmospheric changes are caused by the temperature. So now we need to understand what is the difference between the weather and climatical condition or a climate. So when we check out the factors, elements of weather and climate, they are similar. For example, air, water, wind, air pressure, humidity, dust particles, so etc. These are the elements or the components of the weather and climate. Then what is the difference between this? Only the difference between the climate and weather is the state of conditions we find among the different elements, composing elements of the weather for a period of particular time. Only the duration is different. A short changes which come across in these factors for a period of short time for a particular period is known as weather, whereas the changes which occurs in the state of all these elements like air, water, or humidity, air pressure, and so on, those changes which occurs for a longer time over a 30 to 35 years over a particular period and particular time is known as climate. Then children, I think you might have understood now the major difference between the weather and climate is only the period or a time. So this is how we come to know about the atmosphere. The remaining points of the lesson will be continued in the next video. Have a nice day.